According to a bombshell report by the Daily Wire, a FEMA manager told relief workers in Florida to not help homes with Trump signs.
Bombshell. During the hurricanes, FEMA was actively discriminating against starving, dying people who were Trump voters. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend. This is where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants and Satan, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters, because truth conquers. And it apparently is just nailing the coffin for FEMA. They're certainly not freedom fighters. They're a corrupt government organization actively against Trump voters. Guess what, FEMA? In 60 days, that man, President Trump, will officially be your boss. Smart move, buddies. So this is absolutely incredible, where FEMA was telling aid workers in Florida and the Carolinas, don't help people in homes that have Trump signs. Wow. And then we'll get into it because there's absolutely brand new information on this, because FEMA responded by firing the official who was ordering people not to help Trump supporters with Trump signs in their yards. Well, that now fired FEMA official has come out with a whistleblower interview saying, yeah, like that didn't come from me. FEMA is just trying to use me as a scapegoat. This was FEMA's policy. And shout out to the Daily Wire. They were the first to break this story. Exclusive: FEMA official ordered relief workers to skip houses with Trump signs. Yeah, those dying people in desperate need that are, starving, potentially injured. Those are Trump voters. Yeah. We don't discriminate on how we discriminate against them. By the way, discriminating against Trump supporters, is that really discrimination? Yeah, moron, you use the word discrimination and how you're approaching them. So we'll show you the receipts in a second. First, here's a quick recap. A FEMA supervisor told workers in a message to avoid homes advertising Trump as they canvassed Lake Placid, Florida to identify residents who could qualify for federal aid. Internal messages viewed by the Daily Wire revealed. The supervisor, Marnie Washington, relayed this message both verbally and in a group chat used by the relief team. And here you can see that message. Amongst other things, communicate and follow the rules. We're rule followers. Bring a towel with you. Oh yeah, avoid homes advertising Trump. That's kind of a big one. So what did FEMA itself do when they found out that Marnie Washington was sending these instructions out to relief workers on the ground? Well, FEMA fired Marnie Washington and said, while we believe this is an isolated incident, we have taken measures to remove the employee from their role and are investigating the matter to prevent this from happening ever again. Cool. We believe this is an isolated incident and we fired her. That's what we're supposed to do. Our hands are clean now, right? Wrong-o, because the woman you fired who was doing this has come forward with a whistleblower interview and saying she wasn't the only one doing it. This is FEMA policy. Take a look. We'll get back to the video in just a second, but first, here's a fact for you. Health insurance sucks. You pay anywhere from a bunch of money each month to an enormous amount of money each month. And then if you get sick or injured, you hope that they actually pay your bills like they're supposed to. And it's not only a fight to get that to happen, but also sometimes it just doesn't happen. And the corruption of this model enrages me. It's like going to the grocery store, buying a bunch of food, and then hoping that the store lets you eat some of the food that you paid for. This is an outdated, corrupt model of sick care. It's not health care. It's sick care that is healthy for the insurance industry. But luckily now there is Crowd Health, which allows you to get the care that you need for a low monthly fee while escaping the expensive sick care of the insurance industry. Here's how it works. You join, pay a low monthly fee to be a member of Crowd Health. Then when you go to the doctor, you ask for a cash price and pay the bill. Then you submit your bill to Crowd Health, which is easy. Just take a picture on an app on your phone. Then your bill is paid smoothly and quickly through your Crowd Health membership. If you no longer want to pay for expensive insurance every single month that is based on a very sick and disgusting population, then go to joincrowdhealth.com/JPReacts. This is truly an inexpensive healthcare model designed for the benefit of we the people, not the benefit of the insurance industry. Become a Crowd Health member today by going to joincrowdhealth.com/JPReacts. See you there. In the meantime, back to the video.
and then de-escalation. So this is not isolated. This is a colossal event of avoidance, not just in the state of Florida, but you will find avoidance in the Carolinas.
When she's saying avoidance, that's avoiding homes that advertise Trump.
Senior leadership will lie to you and tell you that they do not know. But if you ask the DSA crew leads and specialists what they are experiencing in the field, they will tell you. Demand for FEMA to give you those incident reports.
I have a feeling that FEMA is going to be having a chat with Boeing to get a little advice on how to deal with whistleblowers. So if this disgraced FEMA employee is telling the truth, where she says this isn't an isolated incident, this is what FEMA does, they're just trying to use me as a scapegoat, saying I'm the only one to make themselves look better, then we'll have some questions for you, FEMA. And it does raise a question, wow, a federal agency being weaponized politically against a candidate. Wow. Would you ever think that would have happened? And the good news is that Governor Ronda Sanz in Florida doesn't take too kindly to weaponization of federal agencies, especially when they're weaponized against the citizens of his state, Florida. Ronda Sanz just tweeted this: the blatant weaponization of government by partisan activists in the federal bureaucracy is yet another reason why the Biden-Harris administration is in its final days. Fact check true. At my direction, the Division of Emergency Management is launching an investigation into the federal government's targeted discrimination of Floridians who support Trump. New leadership is on the way in D.C., and I'm optimistic that these partisan bureaucrats will be fired. I would dare say not just fired, but maybe hold their feet to the fire of accountability even more. Because if it is true that FEMA at a broader level had a policy handed down, avoid helping Trump supporters, avoid helping homes that have Trump signs in them, and it wasn't just the woman who's now the whistleblower looking to be scapegoated, if it wasn't just her, if it was all of FEMA, that is an incredible scandal. FEMA, we've already known you can't be trusted as you're withholding aid, not just from Trump supporters, but what we saw last month of withholding aid, confiscating supplies, making it impossible for other relief workers to get and help people in desperate need, as you're just sending a bunch of money and aid to the border where it does not belong. FEMA, you are a rotten hunk of garbage, and I'm so grateful that the man that you instructed your relief workers to not help the supporters of, he will soon be presiding over you. FEMA, that's called karma. With that said, my freedom-loving friend, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this FEMA bombshell in the comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you on our next video. But until then, stay free.